What's happening, Wisdom Warriors? Back at it for another video. Uh, well, I just want to start off by saying today is a amazing sunny day. Yesterday it was really dark and gloomy and raining all day. Not really a fan of that, but it makes us surrender into the fact that as it currently stands, we don't have control over that, but we have control over internally how we feel. And in those moments, I don't really know what's going to come through in this video. I did drop a short earlier today about how you're feeling in 2023. And, I'll talk a little bit about my experience and so far. And I feel like it's definitely been a roller coaster. I've definitely noticed myself feeling into things that I want to do. Like, for example, I just got done doing some work, and then I was like, I didn't, like I said, I told you guys when 2023 started, I don't know if I'm going to drop a video every day or if I'm not, but so far I've been feeling like wanting to bring a message forward. And it's not only for you, but it's for me too. And I didn't know if I was going to, but then I just said, you know what? I feel like dropping a video. I feel like recording something right now in this moment. So then what did I do? I put the screen on and just have at it, and whatever comes through, comes through. And I'm kind of going to piggyback off of the video, the short YouTube short I did earlier today, and about the energies and what I've been noticing for myself. I've noticed just time being very wonky. I've noticed that I don't do things that I don't feel in alignment or agree with me energetically. I've noticed that a lot of things have been coming up that I may have suppressed over the years, because I was thinking about this morning and last night as I was talking to Spirit, and myself and my body as I spoke to you guys yesterday on a video talking about speaking to your body and asking how your body's doing and asking if this aligns with my heart or if it doesn't. And you know, I also speak to spirit when I go out into nature, or I've been waking up in the morning and asking questions of things that I have questions about. And I get kind of the same type of loving, kind answer deep down. And that answer is like, yes, Darren, thank you. Or yes. It's like, let me explain it a little better. It's, 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 it's kind of like if I can get this out in the proper way that I feel it. But it's like a voice saying yes, but you feel the yes and you feel the no and you feel the words. It's like it's not like somebody physically speaking to you like I'm speaking to you right now. It's like this soft voice that's got this loving, compassionate. I know I've spoke about this on a previous video, I think, but it's like this like energetic sound of saying yes or no. I don't know if you can relate to that or not, but try it and see if that's what happens to you, where you don't really hear somebody speaking like in your head. It's like deep down in your gut, in your, you know, it's that intuition, and um, and it's firm and it doesn't guide you in a way that you know it's not going to guide you in the wrong way if you pay attention. But again, here's the thing with me, which I feel like is collapsing and crumbling, the doubt. because then you like I hear that back here, like the like not here, but you feel like the doubt. Like, are you sure that's right? You know, um, it's like what I battled with for a little while, a month or so ago, with taking some medicine for an infection that I had in the ear. And looking back now, I'm kind of upset that I did do it because um, I was bouncing back and forth. And when you're bouncing back and forth and you don't have a solid answer, like, I just don't align with this, it just does not align with me. And then you're like going back and forth and you're asking other people and you're questioning it and you're like, I don't really feel good about this, but I'm kind of scared because I don't want to lose my hearing or something to that effect starts going through your head, you know? And, I know people that have had infections and, passed away due to it. But what makes you think that medicine is going to be the answer and that's going to be the end all be all, you know? But in our minds, the way we've been programmed and trained, oh yeah, like you have to do it. You have to do it because, you know, you don't want something bad happening. Like, but what makes you think that that is going to be the end all be all? That if you take that, that, you're going to be fine because you take that. Well, don't really want to speak too much about it on here, but when you take something like that, usually it creates something else. And that's essentially what occurred for me. And that's why I am kind of disappointed or pissed off that I even did it. But again, it is what it is. I'm cleansing. Um, Come tomorrow after this video, I'm going to be fasting again for a couple days. I've been now doing it every other week. So this is what I'm going to do to cleanse my body, just on a regular basis, a couple days every other week, and it's also creating immense discipline, and a lot of stuff is coming up that I can, work through emotionally that I've suppressed for so long, because when you're in that state of not distracting with the food, because the food is actually creating your body to digest, which uses a lot of energy, which then, brings a lot of things up because you don't have that distraction anymore. Um, there's nothing to distract. There's no food to distract. Like you eat the food and then your sensories are all like, oh my God, I just ate this food and it was delicious. And your mind's like, focused on that. And now you're taking that out of the equation, and basically essentially you have nothing more to focus on than the now, the present. There's nothing to distract because the food kind of creates that distraction, so to speak. So if you know what I mean, if you fasted, you will know what I mean. But um, getting back to what I was saying at hand, um, well, we tend to um, use that as a way to do that. But as I said, a lot of things have been coming up, and I've had a lot of in the mornings and before bed, I've been speaking to my body and throughout the day and asking how it's doing and if everything is okay, and if this is okay for me to do or if it's not okay for me to do. I've also noticed that when I am in silence, when I wake up early in the morning, because I usually wake up around 3 or 4 in the morning and begin to start, I right away, I usually typically start like an hour meditation. And but what I've been doing is actually asking some questions about some things that I want answers to, And, I get that same voice. It's not even a voice. As I said, it's an energetic feeling, like a yes and a no. Or sometimes it'll be like a couple sentences, with a yes and then a couple sentences. And, well, uh, I sometimes doubt it and I ask again, you know, because in the back of my mind, I get these, that doubt. That doubt is that really me, or am I just making that answer up in my head, or is it actually coming from my higher self or my soul or source? And we've been conditioned and we've been brainwashed that, oh yeah, we just made that up. Nah, that just popped in my head because I made that up. I thought of it myself. I thought of the answer myself. When in actuality, we're getting those answers that way, but we don't pay attention to it, or we doubt it, or we question it. And it's something that we have to start listening to. Just like as I said, all of a sudden, I just felt called to drop this video. All of a sudden, I just felt called to put this video on. I said, you know what? Let me make a video for YouTube. And I just leaned into it. And now what's happening, it's all being source. God is working through me and bringing these messages to you that whoever is listening needs to hear. Or if somebody stumbles upon this video and hears it, they needed to hear the message. And again, everything is timeless. So this message will live on forever. If somebody listens a year from now, they're going to resonate with it if that's what they needed to hear, that message at that time. They were guided to this video, and or guided to become a subscriber. And that reminds me, if you haven't already subscribed, if you haven't already liked the video, I'm going to keep on continuing. I just want to pause for a second and just remind you, please like, share, subscribe, comment if you haven't already. We did get a beautiful comment from somebody on the short I posted yesterday. I'm really grateful and appreciative of that, of every comment. It makes me feel good. It allows me to realize that there is people listening, and they are getting something out of it, and they are resonating with the videos or the content, and that's amazing. And if not, that's okay too, because down the road, like I said, everything is timeless, and if you needed to hear that message, you'll be guided to it. You'll be guided to this message that I'm recording for you all. And so it's okay. It doesn't have to be today. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. But if you haven't already, please subscribe. It helps the algorithm. It helps us grow the channel. It helps us get out to more individuals that need these messages at this time or down the road or whenever. And it just gives us more reach to spread the message, and we can grow the community and, create this community of wisdom warriors, because every one of us, even including you guys listening, have wisdom to bring. Even with your comments, when somebody else sees a beautiful comment you left, they're gaining something from that. It opens their heart. And so the more love and kindness and sharing we can do, the more we're shifting this new earth. We're coming into this new earth, this planet that we're creating, the golden age, this most amazing place to be alive currently right now. And, 2023, is one of the most amazing times to be alive. There's so much magic, synchronicities, all kinds of amazing things. If you can look past the toxicity, the poison, the brainwashing, the manipulation, all that stuff is falling off. The financial systems, everything is being recreated simultaneously as the old systems collapse, and I don't mean like they're physically collapsing, but they're the corruption around it is changing. So it's kind of like, okay, maybe we need to use a different type of word, but as the old systems are collapsing, new ones are being recreated or created around those corrupt old systems that don't work anymore. So it's beautiful if you really can see it, if you really can look past and zoom out and see, like I see, where we're headed. It's amazing and magical, and the planet's changing very rapidly, very fast. People are waking up so fast. Um, it's just very difficult, and when you have people around you that aren't, or they're in a different place, because grant in mind, everybody is at a different place, a different um, time stamp, different timeline. I speak about it on previous videos about we're all on different planets because we essentially are. We're really here. You could be standing right next to me, and depending on where your level of awakening has been, as I said, I don't like using that either, because I don't like saying somebody's further along than somebody else, but we're all in different spots. And what's interesting about it is like you view your world differently than I do, even though we could be standing right next to each other. And I talked more in depth about this on a previous video, which you can check out. But you know, what's interesting is, as I said, you could be standing right next to me, and we're on completely different planets. We're perceiving the outer world and our inner world completely different, depending on the trauma we have, depending on what we've experienced through this life, depending on our past lives, if that has any effect, depending on whatever occurred. Even something that occurred to you yesterday or the day before is different than what I experienced. And then our viewpoint becomes different depending on the triggers and the traumas and everything. It's like we look at it completely different, and so it's like we're standing on the same earth, but yet we're on different earths or planets, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty interesting when you really look at it like that. When you really think about it in a way that, wow, so this person I'm arguing with has completely different views, has had completely different experiences, completely different parents who taught them different stuff, and yet we're standing right next to each other and we're arguing about something that is most likely being triggered by past trauma, past pain, past experiences, and old patterns. So it's very, very interesting. And when you think about it, but again, as I said, as you look at it differently, and if you can zoom out and not get caught up in the mainstream media, plaguing everything with toxic, dark stuff, you start to see. Same with social media, same with all these other things. If you can give your mind and body a rest from all of that and detox, from it, meaning get off of it for a while. If it's even like a couple days or a day, if you can do it for like a day or a few hours, and then each day build up upon that, you'll start to see that you don't need it as much anymore. And you start to see that you gravitate away from it. It took me a little while. I had to, keep falling and getting back up and falling and getting back up. And I had to, um, you know, just continue to stop using it. And, I deleted my accounts multiple times, and I deleted the apps off my phone multiple times, um, to finally be at a point where I completely deleted my social media accounts. I don't know when. It could have been like a year ago. actually probably a couple years ago. But what was interesting is I deleted it, and then all of a sudden I get an email like, and I find out it's still there, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? I deleted this. And then I had to wait like 30 days or something like that because they try to hold on to it purposely so you would go back to it before it gets deleted. A real trick they use, I believe, um, to get you to suck you back in, basically. But I haven't been back. I'm not on Instagram. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Twitter. I'm not on any of them. The only one I really use is YouTube. And, you know, mainly to listen to open minded, spiritual, and a lot of other things too. But I like to grow and evolve, and I like to listen to, different people speak on different topics so I can open my mind and broaden my horizons on what I'm listening to, and just to gain knowledge and experience. And so yeah, with that being said, man, I think that we really need to come back to our intuition and start paying attention to the messages we're being given and guided with. And a lot of it is energetic. A lot of it is energy that's guiding us to different things, like what guided me to drop this video. And so, you know, there was a message I had to bring, and somebody out there has to hear it. So that's why I was called to do it. And, if you can start, like I said, asking your body how it's doing, that's a start, and start listening to the messages and just ask questions. Hey, body, how do you feel about me eating this carrot right now? Or how do you feel about me eating this bag of chips or this candy bar? When I said that, I got the word no, but I didn't hear the word. Well, I felt the word no. It's really difficult to explain, but like you feel the word no, but it almost sounds like you're hearing the word no, but you feel it deep down. And right when I said candy bar, I got no, like I felt the energy of no, deep down. And it sounded like no, but it wasn't actually somebody speaking no, like I just said just now. It was like a feeling of no and an energy. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like I said, try it and comment below what you think and how it works for you, and if I helped you in this video in any way. And if you enjoyed what I brought in this video, and if you have any suggestions for new videos and new content, I'm open and welcoming anything. And I'd love to hear your story and what you're experiencing in 2023, and and do you listen to your intuition or not listen to it? Do you feel like you're moving energetically and that it's not like a something in your head telling you like, oh, I want you to sit down and record this YouTube video? Instead, you felt it. And tell me if you're experiencing that same thing. If you're experiencing like, oh, I feel like getting up and going for a walk in nature, not a thought coming in and a words in your head saying, let's go out and take a walk in nature. You know, if that's what you're feeling too, because I feel like that is the theme of 2023. It's more energetic. We're feeling more. We're feeling like doing this or feeling like not doing this, versus like in the past, like some manager in your head telling you, you got to go out in nature right now, or you got to do this, or you got to go make tons of money, or you got to keep doing this and doing that, or you got to go hang out with these people, or you don't, where it was a voice in your head speaking. Now, I don't experience that. Now it's an energetic feeling guiding you to sit down and record this video. Like you just feel into it and it feels in alignment with you and you just do it like I did. And then like you don't even have to prepare and plan I didn't plan a thing. I just came on here and it just started spurting out, like flowing, like it's flowing right now, and the messages are coming, and I'm not even hearing the words. They're just coming from my heart out of my mouth onto this video recording. It's amazing. It's like I'm not even like having a second to even think of what I'm telling you right now. It's just coming out. That tells me God's source is using me to record this video and bring you this message. And I love that. So I think that's where we are going to end it, because I feel called to just end it. I feel like I got the message across that I needed to get to across. And I hope that you enjoyed this content today. I hope that you share it to whoever may need it. We have to start listening to our intuition more, or asking ourselves, what do you think about this? What do you not think about this? What do you agree with this? Do you not agree with this? Just start asking the questions and listen. Don't have any noise around. Just listen. And you can hear that soft, loving voice of energy just convey what you need to hear. The answer. You feel the answer more than you actually hear a voice telling you, do this or do that, take this medicine or not take it. You feel that answer more. And that, my friends, is what 2023 and beyond is about. I love you all so much. Thank you, Wisdom Warriors. Thank you for being a subscriber if you are. We just got a couple new subscribers, and I'm grateful and thankful for that. And it's just allowing us to spread the message far and wide around the planet, because we are changing, y'all. We are changing whether you like it or not. And so just brace yourself, get in that roller coaster and buckle up, and enjoy the ride, man, because that's the only way. Enjoy it. I love you all so much. Thank you again. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please like, please share, please comment. Tell me about what you thought of the video. Tell me what you're going through and what you're doing. I love to hear everybody's comments, and I appreciate you all so much. And I'm so grateful to come on here and even just have 21 subscribers, that are listening and maybe getting something out of this, or maybe not. Or maybe sharing it to a friend of theirs that needed to hear or a family member or whoever that needed to hear this message. I love you all so much. We are growing this community, whether you like it or not. And we are going to spread the word, and we are all going to come together as one and unite and love one another and create this new earth and new planet where we all are sovereign, peaceful beings, one with nature, connected as one. I love you all again. Like, subscribe, share, comment, do it all. Please help the algorithm, help it grow, help more people get this channel and these videos. I love you. Thank you so much. This is how we change the planet, by sharing, liking, subscribing, helping one another in this way. Thank you again. I love you, Wisdom Warriors. Peace out, Wisdom Warriors. Let's go.